And you are awesome. Welcome back to another special edition weekend of the Power Play Show. This is your hockey coach, Coach Guru, back in the booth tonight. Tonight we're going to talk about the Montreal Canadiens. No job, no open spot for anybody. It's time for development. What are you talking about, Coach? I'm going to talk about what I believe the Montreal Canadiens should do during the training camp and what he should do during the upcoming season for all the players. I'll call that the rookies. And then I'm going to tell you a little bit more what I'm thinking about this. So we're going to go through this tonight. We're going to talk about this. A couple of news around the league. We see a couple of injuries happening today in the training camp, rookie camp all around the league. And NHL right now is 3-2. Avalanche against Anaheim Ducks. Anaheim Ducks just scored a goal about like maybe 35 seconds ago. I'll be honest with you. I can give you the score. I'm watching the game at the same time I'm talking to you. 3-2 Colorado against Anaheim at 8 minutes, 19 seconds to go. Of course, you can get all those game online on the NHL, on the depend on the team is play, but they are on the videos. You can get those game all the time. We know a little bit later, the next couple of minutes, we have another game come from Arizona, start in about maybe 1 hour, 35 minutes maybe. So we're going to maybe jump on that game, also talking about that game. So that's what we're going to do tonight. Of course, at the end of the show at 10 o'clock p.m., of course, we're going to start the Frenchy Quiz for another week. What are you talking about, Coach? But until the October 12th, we're going to do the show. We talk the Power Play show. But we're going to start a new show. It's called the Warm-Up Show. It's happening 5 o'clock Eastern Time during the hockey season number 2. So I can't wait to see that. And I'm going to talk about this. And talking about injury, the Philadelphia Flyers lost Samuel Morin. Could happen for a long term with a problem with the knee. He's going to be have some tests for him the next couple of days. We're going to hear on, but it looked like for a long time. And then finally, great news, but a bad news at the same time. The rookie Isaac for is it for Detroit Red Wings? I don't know. Jeez, Isaac got out of the stretcher during the game today, but Gerard Mexac, I believe, and. The good news at the same time, he filled all his member and everything on that. So it's good news to see he was, at the end of the day, it's going to be maybe a couple of days. He got a concussion during the game, and that's what's happening about him. So that's what's happening. Look, we are 23 days before the upcoming season start in 2022 and 21-22. And then also I want to mention to you, yes, some of you mentioned about that, but we just make another milestone in the Hockey Nation Live show during the weekend. You know, guys, I was working a lot during Saturday, Sunday, but we got the 1900 French, go through the 1900 subscriber during the weekend. I think we are about 1920 at that moment. We are on the road of the 2000. Can we reach the 2000 before the season starts? This will be unbelievable. Be honest with you, already where we are, it's overwhelming. The people join us every single day. We just want to say to you, thank you. Thank you for your participation. Thank you for your support. Thank you to be here. And I think this is the most important thing for us. For me, that's what is most, is to have you around here. We know we try to create a great family around here. We're really respectful between each one of us. And that's make this show better. Without you, this is impossible. I understand my role here, but it's not me. It's each one of you, your participation to join us, support the Hockey National Show, and more to come. More we try to accomplish more for the upcoming season number 2 for us. New show, new panel, new things we want to bring here. Of course, we have a membership. You can join our membership. Every month, you bring you some contents almost every single day to talk about everything about around what's going on around the league. That's what's happening here. Of course, Michael Developmental run the show the morning at 11 o'clock during the week, and then I run more the night. now at 5 o'clock p.m. And then we're going to have another one. The play-by-play is coming. I can wait to do all the play-by-plays on the season. And it will be really interesting what this adventure of the Hockey Nation is going to go and to finish at some point. But so far, so good. So thanks again to join us tonight. We have a lot of people join one by one. And like we do at the beginning of the show, we welcome everybody. So first of all, Curly is in the house tonight. Welcome back, Monsieur Curly. J'espère que tu as passé une très belle fin de semaine. Talking about Curly, we're not talking about the Wolf directly of the Toronto, Ontario, but the number one winner of the Frenchy Quiz during the off-season. Can he finish strong? Because we are about, maybe 20 days before this will be over. So, In Our Tap is in the house tonight. Of course, sometimes we call him the Bud, sometimes we call him the Monkey, or we can call him the Boy. But at the end of the day, we call him Bud the Monkey Boy, directly from Parkland, from Winnipeg, Manitoba. Of course, he is always with the beautiful wife,
awesome.
Colette. But we welcome Dan Asham, directement de la British Columbia, la Colombie-Britannique. J'ai la misère à dire ça en français. Welcome back, Monsieur Régent Reggie in the house. Directly from Houston, Texas. I'm sure it's hot over there. It's humid. Number one fans of the New Jersey Devils, Joseph Lanham. Directly from St. John, New Brunswick. Welcome back, Mr. Johnny Golden. By the way, Johnny said at 4 o'clock Eastern Time tomorrow. Yes, we're going to be live tomorrow at 4 o'clock. It's possible I will not be there at 11 o'clock a.m. Why, Coach? Because I have a lot of work to do. I have to catch up. I did not do a lot of video this weekend. I did a short video tonight. The flashback is over, but it's not live yet. But I did Matt's afternoon. You're going to love it. The Petit Viking, the Little Viking. So Matt's National is a flashback of the day. The video will be done tomorrow, guys. We'll be ready to rock and roll tomorrow. And, of course, the 32 days team and 32 days. I have to go to tomorrow. So we'll go the best we can get. So if possible, I skip the 11 o'clock. But we're going to go play-by-play live the 4 o'clock Eastern Time tomorrow, Monday afternoon, between the Montreal Canadiens and the Ottawa Senator. And, of course, guys, I'll be back at 9 o'clock p.m. tomorrow night for the Power Play show. So I look forward to see you at some point during the evening, and I can't wait to see you there. So then, yes, Johnny, answer to you then, so no problem. Gwender Banamonkey is going well. Then. Yes, sir. Luke, welcome back, Mr. Luke. Oh, my God, Luke. Luke from British Columbia. Are you in Vancouver, by the way? Just curious about this, Luke. Bonsoir, mon ami Nicolas. Toujours un plaisir de t'avoir, mon Nicolas. Tu sais pas comment qu'on t'aime, on t'aime beaucoup parce que tu es toujours ici de la ville de Sherbrooke. Welcome back, Nicolas de Gobi Bono. Here we go. You see, that's the beauty, guy. I could be like this. You guys, you can run the show. You answer between each of you. That's awesome. Love it. I love it. Christian Final. It was Christian Final. Now it's Christian Final in French. Love it. Christian, welcome back. Christian, are you the one from Brockville? OMG. Someone come from Brockville this week. I have Sudbury and Brockville, but I'm confusing. So maybe, Christian, just confirm if you are from Brockville, Ontario. Ah, Régent, t'es trop gentil de dire ça. Écoute, j'espère que je fais une différence ici, mais à la fin de la journée, on est tous ensemble, on est sur le même niveau, On s'aime tous et on a du plaisir ensemble. Good evening, Frenchy. Good evening, Christian Final. I can't wait for the live post game after the Habs game. It will happen. The Panthers score more goals and the Dolphins have more points today. If you are the Miami Dolphins, you don't feel good. They lost 35-0 against the Buffalo Sabres, the Buffalo Bills. How you know that, Coach? Because Coach, he don't watch football, but he turned on the TV, and today was 2 games I was watching, but, you know, I took a rest afternoon after I skate 6 hours and a half today. So my feet was hurt today. But it's all good. It's not a problem. So it's ready to rock and roll. Really looking forward to the Habs team this season. More firepower. I agree with you, Johnny, about that. I think it's a great comments about this. Butch the Collector back in the house tonight. Michael Robinson, I did not know you came from Mississauga. That's the first time I see that. I thought you was in the Montreal area. But glad to see you from Mississauga, Ontario. Michael the Duckman Walker. Michael Robinson. Sudbury. Here we go. Yes, someone came from Brookville. But Christian, I would try to remember all the time Sudbury. Talking about Sudbury, we're not talking about another Sudbury, maybe a subway from Sweden. The Mr. Fans number 1 from Sweden for the Hockey National Show, Mr. Stefan Manny Manberg. The number 1 fans for the Montreal Canadiens back in the house tonight. Valentino Abs back in the house. Denisienko looked great during the game. That's awesome. Which would you rather have, Mats Naslund or Pierre Mondu? Mats Naslund. Matt Naslund. Mondu have a good career, by the way. Another one finished his career because of the injury at the eye. But great guy, Pierre Mondu, by the way. Have a chance coach his son, Benoit Mondu. Just let you know that. But Pierre Mondu was great about that. Pierre Mondu come to the practice, and I was like, geez, what I can do. I was always nervous to see Pierre Mondu around. But he never said nothing to me. Let's say like negative. So, no, great practice. Frenchy, you're doing well. My son love you, buddy. Everything like that. But that's another story. I think he got 3 points. All right. Again, we are practicing neighbor. Then we are Mississauga. Mississauga, what is the name of the OHL? Jeez, I'm not remember. Hello, Stefan. Hello, Michael. Everybody said hi. Where are you? And our top is in Ontario. Old score a goal. So how today the goalie water ball flew on the net. This is the second blur. That was Dylan Gunder for the Arizona Coyotes. Did it a couple of days ago. Hi to everyone here. Hope you are doing that. Look like everybody's say hi each other. That's great. See, that's what I was about. The steelhead. Here we go. By the monkey. Okay, can we go to the Habs game? Tomorrow at 4 o'clock, we're going to get there for sure. Talking about the game, what not to talking about. 4-2. Colorado Avalanche just scored a goal, guy. 4-2 with 1 minute 50 seconds. You can see Colorado have a lot of speed over there. I don't know if it's my camera, but it's dark over there compared to me. It's funny to see those game rookie with a building like that. So it's interesting to see that about that. So that's what's happening, and I'm Colorado 4-2 at the end of the third period. Empty net, now just icing for the Colorado Avalanche. We have another face-off at 1:21 to go at the third period. So it's fun, it's getting excited, right, to see those games, everything like that, and everybody have doing well. Okay, welcome back, Mr. Adam Burger. Vegas rookie looked bad. Too many penalties. I heard about that today. Someone mentioned this. By the way, we welcome everybody else all quiet in the locker room. In the locker room. In the locker room. Everybody's quiet right now. I just want to say hi, everybody. Some people don't talk a lot, but they listen or they watching the show. We just said to you one more thing, of course.
You are awesome.
Yes, you are.
You are amazing. You are the best. And remember, you have greatness inside of you.
Welcome to the show. And of course, talking about you are awesome. Well done. Well, not to welcome Earth Flipper, the mascot number one of the Hockey Nation Live show. So Flipper is in the house tonight, and that's what it is at that moment. Oh, Justin Dubé back in the house tonight. Justin, régulier maintenant with Christian. Both of them getting more and more involved with the show. We welcome you, both of you. And thanks to be a part of the show. Again, you guys, you're amazing. Et voilà, people hit. Hey, it's time for homework. 9:20, guys. The coach is slow tonight. It's just, I don't know. It's Sunday night. Every time I just want to rest a little bit. I skate like 19 hours for the last 3 days. But I just want to take this very easier tonight, to be honest with you. But homework to do. What are you talking about, coach? Time to click on the likes, please. That would be awesome. We will appreciate that. And that'd be great if you can do that. That'd be awesome. Heat match between the Wild and the Blackhawks today, 1-1, and the first 2-2 and the second. 2 back-to-back glove off fight, including a big scrum and the lane for the 4-player in the box. Coach, how are the Montreal Rookies doing? We played only one game. It was 4-3. They lost after they lead 3-2. 2 goals at the end of the game. Norlander, Trudeau, and Melak score. And they play tomorrow at 4 o'clock p.m. Eastern Time. We're going to be live to go that game. Adam, what's good overall? A couple of mistakes. Norlander, we turned out. We're going to talk a little bit about those kids in the next couple of minutes. Michael Robinson, Justin Regis, salut. Johnny Jordan, the man. Talking about the men, talking about everybody else. Why not to welcome Zaela? I know she's in the bed right now. Zaela with Zenit. And, of course, the girlfriend, Caroline. Welcome the family and welcome Zaela. Je te souhaite une très, très bonne journée lundi quand tu vas nous écouter. Matt Boldy scored the first 2 goals, also came very close to hat-trick the second period. Marco Rossi, excellent goal tied to game with 4 seconds left in the third period. It was awesome. Thank you, Christian, to report. Christian become a collaborator for the report game. The Minnesota. You both forward the goalie gave out the ROT, the shootout. 6 shot they need, and Sweeney scored the goal. A Baribeau blocked the end. That's awesome, Christian. Take all the note of that cat for the guys. That'd be awesome. But I'm okay. Logan Usko tie. Philip Forsberg flipped today. Flipped the puck over to someone's head. Here we go. Christian the Wall, our fast skater. Et Primo at the showcase. It's Barry Boulet at the Tampa Showcase, by the Monkey. Demain, le match des recrues du CH sera à quelle heure? 4 heures, mon homme. 4 heures East Coast. No kidding. So what the Hawks there? Yes, but the Vegas Primo is 6'6". Kayla Rule, Toulouse Kayla to number 1. Thank you. That's a tall goalie. But the tall goalie is, of course, Skogard from the Ottawa Senators, 6'7". So the biggest goalie is 6'7", about that one over there. I don't know if you know the rookie for the Russia. He's going to be in the draft 2022, guys. Sto Zenkov, I believe. I'm going to find his real name, guys. The guy right now is 17 years old. He's already 6'6", at 235 pounds. And he can score. So I'm going to do a little bit of scouting about him the next couple of days. And I'll give you exactly his name. So it's another big guy about that one over there. So yeah, Zeno Shara and the goalie, but the Monkey said about this one. So that's what happened. And don't forget to click on the like. We have 20 likes. A couple of people is going on around here. A couple of news around the league, and we're jumping about what's going on. And I appreciate each one of you to be a part of the show tonight. First of all, the big news we're talking about, Coach. Of course, we have 23 days before we are. I'm going to be bigger tonight. Coach need to get bigger. So 23 days before the season start, of course, we talk about UEL, Sam Reinhart, Dustin Brown, and Sean Monahan. Four players have a strength impact for the team. Two of them have a difficult year, and two of them has a great year. So that's give them 23 days to go. That's what happening. A couple of news happening today, like I mentioned earlier. Samuel Morin, another significant knee injury, guys. Clarification is expected in the coming days. Look, this guy never had a really easy career in NHL after injuries. So we wish the best for Samuel Morin. Never been, great expectation for the Flyers for him. Never reached that kind of expectation. Flourished with last season with the first goal in NHL. Great guy. Big guy also is 6'6", 6'7", I believe. So unfortunately, could be another, maybe the end of his career. We'll see what happens about that one over there. Michael, my tablet won't let me speak French. Where is Avani coach and is number 23? I know that, right? Very good gold. We better see what he's going to do for the upcoming season. Talking about PDO this week, a lot of PDO, we talk about James Neal, Michael Frolik, and other people got PDO recently. Another one got today, and I think it could become a good one. They played there 2 years ago with the Ottawa Senators one after he went to the Edmonton Oilers. It's Tyler Ennis. Tyler's going to have a PDO with Ottawa. Pierre Torion said, we like what we saw him 2 years ago, and I think maybe he's a fit for the Ottawa Senators for the upcoming season. Can he make the team roster? We'll see. I think Ottawa need a little bit more depth, and maybe Tyler Ennis can bring that kind of speed around that team, everything like that. But it will be interesting to follow up. For him, we know that the training camp for Ottawa start Wednesday. Guy, we are a couple of days, hours before the training camp start. We're going to bring you all the news around each one of them at some point during the weeks. Here we go. First of all, guy, I want to talk about him, about no job with the Montreal Canadiens, time for development. What are you talking about, Coach? When you analyze a little bit more what's going on in the Montreal Canadiens, like I'm all over them all the time, and I'm following every move they do on the both side, on the American Hockey League, the Laval Rocket, the prospect around the world, and everything about the major team, the Montreal Canadiens. I try my best to give you the best I can know what's going on. And then today I realized, you know what? Yeah, no job for Montreal Canadiens. What are you talking about? Gonna wear C. Reinhart number 13. What is the T at Trezino Zadorov? Back in the house, the one and only one from Quebec. Quebec City, Mr. Ronnie Houdet back in the house. So my point to you guys is, like, if you think about this, they already have 7 defensemen on the Montreal Canadiens. And after that, they have already 14 and maybe 15 forward if you include Biron with the Beaver. So as a forward, right, you have no room. They have extra players. Example, they have right now Perrault Paquette, or it could be Poland Paquette. It could be Evans, or whatever it may be. As a forward, it's packed. It's packed. Now, on the defensive side, on the left D, you have Edmondson, you have Chariot, you have Romanov, you have Kulak. On the right side, you have right now Savard with Petrie and Whiteman. That's maybe one you can add a number 8, but I don't think so. They will go that direction with their rookies. So my point to you said, no job right now. We know the goaltender are Allen and Carey Price. So the time for me to them is to tell, and I like what Jean-François will bring on the table. And I put the back picture because you can see Simoneau, Campbell, Dano, Goulet, Mizak, and Roy and Gravel. And those kids, Simoneau, by the way, Simoneau have a great camp so far. But Jean-François Hull, he said, and he's right, it's time for development. It's the time to them to reach a higher potential who they are for the next 12 months. And I think that moment that would prepare them better for the upcoming season. Yes, but coach, Norlander, what about with Goulet? What about with Misa? What about with Harvey Pinal? What about with Caden Primo? And those names I mentioned to you, they are the best of the prospect. Tonight, guys, we're going to talk about, the next couple of minutes, we're going to talk about who is Matthias Norlander. I'm going to give you a little bit more about his strength, his weaknesses, what you need to get better. But before that, I want to mention, I really believe, we talk about Kotkaniemi cannot be developed the right way. We talk that Montreal admit they maybe make a mistake to bring him too early. So why not to push them back one more year? Do we really, really need Montreal Canadiens tonight and this upcoming season? Do they really need one young players right now they have as a prospect to make that team better? Do you really believe Norlander will make Montreal Canadiens to what they will go to jump over another extra 6 points at the end of the year? Do you really believe goalie can do that? Do you believe Misa can do that? And those questions, you think about this, I don't think so. I don't think those kids can make the team Montreal Canadiens to the next level. I think it would be better to focus on Caulfield's development at home, at Zuski to get better, to Romanov to get a little bit better on that side over there. So that the rookie we have, Jake Haven, have more time. The Ryan Poland, he's going to make the roster. I really believe Poland is in, to be honest with you. So for me, I think that would be the right things about that one over there. And if one or two prospects really stand out, Bergeron will make a trade to create space. I'm not agree about this, Tap, because no one of them are going to make an impact or play a game to open up for Bergeron to make a trade for that players. Because you're not going to help anything. Example, if your Norlander is looking great, what do? And do you really believe Romanov right now is a top 4 defenseman in NHL? I don't think so. And Norlander is going to be a top 4. So that's my point right there. And all forward prospect we have, no one of them are great. So that's what I'm talking about tonight, the time for the management. Save money and get your draft pick. Tomorrow, je sais peut-être le jour en avoir le soir, pas de problème, mon Nicolas. Who is the old man of the Nashville, Forsberg, Conan, or Ekholm? Who is the old man out in Nashville? I'm not sure what you mean by this, Bada Monkey. Can you tell me a little bit more? After today, I do see Norlander ready yet. I agree, Coach. I do not see any kid this year, just Rand Poland. I agree with you, Michael. Why is Eichel heading to a camp at this impasse continue? Here's what's happening. This is a great question, guys. Because the point about Jack Eichel is to force the Buffalo Sabres to accept or he's not ready or he's ready. So what's happening there? If he's not ready, they're going to put him on the long-term injury reserve. Boom. That's it. Save $10 million for Buffalo, but for him, he's going to have his money. It'll be to 3 months. If he's ready, and he said he's ready to play, the phone's going to start and call Buffalo. All right, Jack Eichel can play. So they have is going to be announced his status about his health. Is it not ready or is completely 100% ready to play hockey? So that's the reason Pat Brisson, his agent, pushed him to go there, to force the hands of the Buffalo Sabres to make a move. That's what I believe happening at that moment. Welcome back, both back-to-back. Brad Marshall, Sonny Michael Rosenblatt. Michael Robinson, great comments about this. How don't get extended out of the 3. Coach, we have to debate who is better, Point or Barkov. I said without being Barkov. Yeah, you cannot compare Point, Brendan Point to Barkov. It's Barkov. We know what Brendan Point does. But Brandon Point is not a two-way player like Barkov or Bergeron. Coach, how's good Simoneau for Montreal? You know, Simoneau is another wild card inside that organization. You know, he's far away to make, the NHL yet, but he's getting better and better. You can see him press the staff from the Laval right now. The coaches like him a lot. I had a good game last game. Honestly, it would be interesting to see him for the next couple of days. But great. I like the fact he stepped a little bit better. You can see his skate is a little bit better. And that's impressed a little bit. And he did a good game for the first game. But like I said, you have a lot of Simoneau in the NHL. Can he find a way? We don't know. But the people like his work ethic and what he did so far. So thanks again, Adam. NHL Network put point above Barkov. I do not like it. But the point they put point is more because the NHL, when they talk about the number of the points. But for what Barkov does, honestly, and for me, Barkov is in front by Brandon Point as the catalyzer of the team. Point can be out of the lineup, and Tampa Bay is going to find a way to win. Barkov is out. That's completely changed the philosophy of the Panthers. I think the impact of Barkov as the team is higher and bigger at what Brandon Point does. Now, Brandon Point is a great hockey player, but I'll be honest with you, I will put Barkov top 10 in NHL and Brandon Point top 20 in NHL. Could be 15, 13, 14, but on my selection for me, I will go with him for sure. Eichel will probably line on the long-term injury. I know that it could happen about that. But again, this is a strategy for the bad prison situation. Point and third backup on 14 at the top 50 best players. Yes, I saw that list. Brothers play well for Boston. Brothers play well for Boston. Hey, Coach Pierre-Yves Dubreuil est de retour ce soir. Great comments, Pierre. Oui, ils ont très bien joué. Trudeau, guys, is another underdog guy. Everywhere he play, from midget double A to where is it today, William Trudeau is nobody believe on him. Nobody put him underdog, and he find a way to step up. Really interesting about William Trudeau this year. We're going to go one time per week, guys. We're going to have a series called the Prospect NH. Montreal Canadiens prospect. We're going to have 1 hour talking about each one of them, what they are doing during the year, one time per week. We're going to talk about them, where they at, what they going, everything like that. So I'm excited about Trudeau more as Joshua. What is another good prospect? But William Trudeau, guys, I can't wait to see him. His potential for the upcoming season, what he's going to do. For the team and the QM. What's going on to happen with Island? And the situation with him, it's funny because I did not have no news from him today. I apologize. I did not follow him today. But until yesterday, he was pushing back the first day, all right, and did not mention anything. Skate day number two, he started to skate not with the team. Skate by himself with a couple of players, everything like that. Then they mentioned he had no injury with JC Ireland. So I'm not sure if it could be a COVID situation or they are not sure about this or they hide something. I don't know exactly. But what he was mentioned, it could be yesterday I read this. He had no injury involved with JC Ireland. But nothing else about this. I don't know if it was at a training camp today. I apologize. I did not watching today the camp. Other the fact, I checked a couple of news, but not really into the Habs injury situation or update. So nothing else. I'll be honest with you, Johnny. Something I can follow up more tomorrow and bring this to you guys at 4 o'clock p.m. I got a more point this last season. Yes, on this one. I think Brandon Point take advantage of a couple of points for what he does because he played with Kucherov and Palat. But we know Brandon Point can do. But for honest with me, I don't know why they put Barkov behind. Again, it's a one ranking lower. But me, I would take Barkov right away. You always love to have a big guy as a center. You don't like to have like a small center. You like to have a big 6'3", 6'4", a big guy, and I would take Barkov all the way about that one over there. We won 6-8 game when we did not have Barkov Ekblad last season. The stretch, it was good at that moment, to be honest with you, Butter Monkey. At that moment, and there's some of them a step up. Mackenzie Weegar have a good run at that, and very E also. But again, without Barkov, the Panthers not going to perform the same level with or without him à long terme. Hey Yves, merci, pas besoin d'applaudissements, pas de problème mon homme, on va t'en donner encore. Le monde sont tous debout pour toi mon homme. What are your top 4 series contenders for the Cup this year? 2 from each conference. Florida Panthers, Tampa Bay Lightnings, New York Islanders for the Metropolitan, Carolina Hurricanes on that one over there. On the West Division, you have to go with Vegas over there. Definitely. Now, the next one is really strange because I'm not sure what's happening with Edmonton on that division. But I will mention at that moment Edmonton because the situation. I'm going to talk about Kaprizov in the next couple of minutes. Then finally, on the Central Division, I'll go with Colorado and Winnipeg for me. So the wild card of that division. But I will tell you, if you have money a little bit, if you have a couple, you don't care to lose $100, put $100 on the odds of Chicago finish first in Division Central. You get $2,000. So if you want to make a long shot, put $100 on Chicago and you win $2,000. I think that would be the long shot about this. I think Chicago is another. People don't talk about Chicago, but just mention this to you. Just talking about this. I hope, hopefully, in our top 10. So if I miss a team, let me know. Or tell me a little bit about what you think about my selection. Still here, Coach. Thank you, Dan. I'm glad you are. Paulius is the longest tenure origin Panther from the 90 expansion draft. Yes, go Habs, go. Nicolas. Christian, les Montréal. Semaine prochaine, tu fais-tu le match Montréal-Toronto, match préparatoire? La partie est à 7 heures, je crois. Si c'est dans l'après-midi, je peux pas. Mais je crois que je peux la faire si c'est le soir. I believe the game was afternoon, but if it's not afternoon, I'll be okay. But I have a couple of games to ref next weekend also. In our tab, Colorado, New York Islanders, Florida, Tampa Bay. All right. Bet on the Jet and Panthers semi-final. Yeah, it could happen also about this. It will be earlier, but I think so. Montreal, Tampa Bay, New York Islanders, Vegas for Nicola. That's great to hear that. That's a good question, by the way, for everybody who can answer. That's awesome. So, bonne nuit, mon Nicolas. On se reparle demain. Tonight, guys, I want to mention, I'm going to finish with a time for development for the Montreal Canadiens in the next couple of minutes. Because before that, I want to mention one plus I want to follow up last year. It's Matthias Norlander. If you, all the prospect we go, I bring you information right there. I don't go through this, right? But for me, I do a lot of search. I go deeper with deeper. And Matthias Norlander, really interesting comments today by different people. Some people consider him like another Rick Carlson and another great Sweden defenseman with carry on the puck and offensive side, everything like that. So thank you so much, Joseph. Appreciate that. And then you have 37 games last season, 5 goals, 5 assists, 10 points. Then when he played with Frölunda. So what is Frölunda? And you follow all the team, the leagues around the world, right? It's a Sweden hockey professional over there. That's the best team. They play against the men, everything like that. So he was partner the regular players, and he played very well. Then he got hurt. twice during the season. Then he come back with another defenseman partner pairing. He did bad. He come back with Olsen as his first partner. Then he did very good after that. But the injury dropped him last season to miss about 12 game or 15 game with a front Norlander. And I think, if he play next season over there, I think that'll be a plus for him overall for that part over there. And again, I see all the names: Florida, Wings, Winnipeg, Tampa Bay, Avalanche for Bottom Monkey, Chicago, Florida, Tampa, Caroline, and Islanders for Michael Robinson, Winnipeg for Bottom Monkey. Hi, Coach. It's been a while, Atlanta. Welcome back. Caden Roussel, welcome back a long time ago. Siren, Camden, I remember everybody. That's not a problem, Joseph. It's happened. Mike B, back in the house. Shabunya, welcome, guys. Everybody show up. Back to back to back to back. Welcome, everybody. Don't forget to click on the likes. We have 5 people back to back to back. Hopefully you have an amazing, great summer. And you have a great time and you enjoy it, your summer, and you're ready to rock and roll the weekend and the week, everything like that. So, Norlander, guys. So this is the link about him. Puck movement defenseman, check. With a clear offensive upside, check. A Swede, check. Somewhere they will always be compare other skilled blue liner from Sweden. Victor Edmond, Erik Karlsson, and Ramos Tallinn. Guys, we talk about the great defenseman in NHL. That's how he compared Norlander. That's amazing to see me. Did you see that? He's going to have, of course, like the expectation was high when Norlander signed with Swedish powerhouse Frölunda HC last season. Like again, I explained to you the injuries, everything like that, and a certain Maurice Seder put a stop to those predictions. The injury for Norlander season and half, a shoulder injury from the Karjala Cup tournament, and a knee injury subsequent when he fell at work, and it forced him to miss 15 games. Here we go. So that gives you an idea what's going on about Norlander. Listen, for me, when you watch Norlander, it's a bit an offensive is of a Paul Coffey. A guy can carry on the puck all the time and carry on the puck. Great on power play, great shot. He can produce 17 points. I think the Erik Karlsson is under compared to him. I not said he's going to be like them. I just said when you watch him play, they look like them. He looked like them. So what he does is really great on offensive. But he looked like very bad on the defensive side. And what Erik Karlsson does, same thing. Karlsson does at 80 points, 70 points for years and years and years. But on the defensive side, it looked like a yellow cone sometimes. And Norlander have to get stronger on that side. That's what is missing right now to play for the Montreal Canadiens. That's why they cannot let Norlander play this year for the Montreal Canadiens. Whatever he does, the Bobby Orr or the best defenseman at the training camp, I'm telling you right now, it will be another Kokanemi mistake if they keep Norlander with the Montreal Canadiens this year. Let him go back home. Let him develop over there. Let him to get stronger, better, work what he does not do well on the defensive side, awareness, get stronger, get better on your bottle. Use your stick better around yourself. Make the stick at the right spot. Put your body on the right position between the goaltender and the defender on the offensive players. And then when you bat on the corner, how you turn your skate, how you put your shoulder, how you do your crossover, when you get your cap control, how you go to do your breakout, what you do your system. Every question I'm talking about right now, that's what Norlander have to get better. And right now when I'm talking, it's all about defensive side. It's not on offensive side. He joined the rush. He have an amazing, great vision, great pass, great shot, great skater. But what you need to develop to get better, it's all about the defensive side. That's what you need to get better. That's what you need to be stronger. So that's me remind what I said earlier. Norlander, bring him back at Frolanda. Then, worst case, guys, if you do absolutely amazing over there, let it finish the year, and at the end of the year, call him up. Like we did with Cole Caulfield. Can you do that, coach? Of course they can. Of course they can. I have no problem with that part over there. So all the graphic I put you guys here, I will remove. You can stop the video right now, or you can come back a little bit later, read about all the prospect I mentioned to you about that part over there. That's why it works over there. But that's bring me guys here, and I'm sorry I cut you there. Here we go. It was the question of the night. You had no job for the Montreal Canadiens. Let's have them to develop. Let them to get a better a potential they need to get better, to develop themselves at the level they're going to be. And the same way with Goalie. Goalie need to go back and bring Albert Raiders. He need to become he's a captain over there. Let him finish the junior. Let him play with the World Junior Championship in December, January. Let him to get more experience. Let him to develop better. Let him to have a great year this season. And then next year, we'll see where he is. Norlander, same thing. Let him play with a bigger man over there. Let him develop a little bit better. Number 3, Mazek is not ready. Mazek will be a case where I need to know. Could he go back junior, or he stay with the Laval Rocket? In my book, let him play with the Laval Rocket. RV Pinard, I think that's another wild card. I think in the next 2 years, he's the next Gallagher inside that organization. That's he's going to score 30 goals. But the energy, the chemistry, the way he play, the way he body language, the body composure, night after night, the kind of leadership you need inside the team. The RV Pinard for me is a Yannick Gourde for the Tampa Bay Lightning for the last 2 years. That's what I'm talking about tonight. Time for development. Time for let them to develop before. And then we go to lose Paul Biron next year. They maybe trade Lekonen. They'll maybe let go Jonathan Drouin. We don't know, and I don't know. But my point, we're getting there. Charles Farrell be ready in 2 years. Gary, I've never talked about Jordan Harris yet. And Harris, for me, is maybe better to Norlander. My concern about Harris is how he's going to carry on the NCAA level to the NHL. That's I'm worried about him. Again, I will take him maybe another 1 year, 2 years in the system to become another defenseman. But again, for me tonight, the goal of the show, it was time for development, time to teaching them, time to grow them, time to learning, time to get better. It's all about that part of that. I apologize, I did not follow everything in the chat right now. I wasn't fired up. I was fired up. Coach was fired up right now. All right, did the best jersey contest, and oh my God, I missed a lot of things right there. I will again hit the legs. Good, thanks, Christian. Coach, the 2 underrated player for Vegas are Chandler Stevenson and Kurt Collison. Thought about that over there. Alex Stock right there, and I would take Stephenson also. Colsar, not because he's underrated, he's not accomplished yet. First year, little bit see what happening. After year number 2, I will say to you, Adam, it's maybe something we can consider about that one over there. I think for him, for me, Alex Stock, he's underrated yet because I understand what he brings, but I think that kid is not appreciated all around the league yet. And I think they make too much on Patrick, Stone, Carlson, Smith, Marchessault. I think Alex Stock is better at the last 3 names I just mentioned to you on my book over there. And Stephenson have a great year, like I said. I think he's not on the right chair, but he's underrated. I don't think so. He's a tough defense, top center number 1 in my book. What is your opinion on Montreal signing this offseason, coach? What is your opinion on the Montreal signing this season? I think overall it's great. I think, Mike Hoffman is going to bring a lot on power play. Christian Deverek was an amazing, great trade. Then David Savard would bring Weber has on the defensive side, not on the offensive side. But again, if you're Savard, you expect him to be number 1, 2, and 3 defenseman. You're wrong. He's only a 4, 5, and 6. He's staying in that kind of time on the ice. I think you're going to be fine. Expect him to score. He does not score. But on the defensive side, he played at the level he's supposed to play. Montreal will be fine with him. Paquette, depth. I would say just depth with Paquette. And then the next one, Perrault. This is my wild card. I love Perrault. Montreal Canadiens fans going to love Perrault. You're going to see a Gallagher number 2.0 with Josh Anderson type, prototype guy, go in front of the net, forecheck everybody, back and forth. You're going to love Mathieu Perrault. Can he play the minute they gave to him? I don't know yet, but it'll be interesting to see if he can have that chance for the Montreal Canadiens. He will give everything for the Montreal, to be honest with you. Did the best jersey contest? Yes, the Chicago Blackhawks et Montreal Canadiens made the finals. Norlander avec ses moves offensifs, puis oui, va retourner vite à Fulham si ça continue. Yeah, it's a learning process, right? So for him, it's a learning, and like anything else, you have to adjust with the speed of the game. You have to adjust with the size of the ice, all the thing like that. You have to get there, and we'll see what is going happening. But again, the guy have a lot of great talent. He have a lot of skill on that side. So we have to be patient with that. Who will you rather have, a 10 million AAV Bobrovsky or Erik Karlsson by the monkey? Not both of them. But it's the situation is like, you know what I mean? Like, it's hard because, you know what I mean, those players are off now. So at the end of the day, it's like, but talent-wise, I will go with Erik Karlsson. I know he won 2 Vizina, Bobrovsky, right? But talent-wise, you would take a prim at the prim. Erik Karlsson bring more on the ice, on my book. Do you think Norlander will outscore an NHL career? Oh, that's a great question. So I cannot tell you yes or no, right? Norlander it's a 2 defensemen's friend because one is on offensive, the second one is really great on defensive side. He hit hard, really hard goalie, right? But both have the good talent, skill to become great. But we always prefer to have a Norlander as a team or a guy score more offensive side. And our game's changing more. So for me, I don't know if at the end it will be Norlander, but I would go with Norlander at the beginning. If you reach the level he's supposed to be, he get better on the defensive side. So for me, Norlander at that moment. It would be interesting to see them, both of them, play at the World Junior Championship. For sure, Nota Baller is not a scorer, but Norlander was the end, but he's not defensive yet. Too many mistakes. Coach, he's right. He need to injury-free for Eben Lam to play defensive. Michael, good evening, Brian Le Boutillier.
You are awesome.
Hey, Mini. How you doing? Of course, Sir Brian, right? Life is about choice. About your mindset. I agree with you, Coach, about Norlander, but it would have been better to have him at Laval, Vito at Sweden. Yes, I understand that part of there. For me, it would be more Laval, like I mentioned, the speed of the game, the physicality of the game, and also the size of the ice. That would be, I think, for 3 elements right there. Now, back home, back with his friend, the culture, everything like that, could be another year they'll see that. I know they're going to be followed. I know the staff, the scout, everybody going to follow him. But I agree with you about that one over there. Hello, Brand, for me and Minnie. Of course, both of you are amazing. Sweden have a great coaching too, Michael Robinson. Yes, it's just like, for me, it's not about the coaching side, like Michael. And for what Enotap said, I would say just how you develop them, I think, to be around Laval. I think it'll be a little bit better. The French, the culture of Montreal, the other aspect of the game, out of the game. I think it'll be great for him to be around. Everything like that. That'll be my point about this one over there. But okay, nice to see you, Brian. There you go. Will all the soft-leather sport team sucking from the Marlin to the eat to the Dolphin? Is the Panthers time shine the spotlight, rock the house? But okay, it's a good point right there now. I think right now it's time to get there, and we'll see if they can handle their expectation. Everybody expect from them, everything like that. But again, as the fans, I would say never to go high and never to go low. Stay in the middle. Enjoy the season. Enjoy the ride. And always be positive with them. Whatever you're going to have a hard time or if they don't play at the same level, support them. The difficulty in Florida, South Florida, the fans are not great. They quit to leave. They leave to quit too fast. Look, the people said today about the game for the Dolphins. But that's another subject. Goalie is not because he's bad in our tap. I just like, for me, overall, for me, I think if Norlander can become the defensive side, I think Norlander will be an element great. The rush skating, return of that. Cooley is really a little bit more a defenseman. I said to you on my heist right now, is a little bit the prototype of Ben Chariot at his prime. I would be curious if Cooley can become an Alex Martinez in the NHL. That's what I'm looking for. I think he have the potential to be an Alex Martinez. So what you talk about, Coach, 8-10 goals per year. And play hard and great on the defensive. Norlander is a guy who can score 15 goals. Hopefully, in my comparison, is you understand that part. While getting there, I see the 10 o'clock guy. Don't worry. I don't know if you're talking about this. I'm worried about Norlander going back to Sweden because over there he does not need to be a good defensively. I understand your point there, but I think he needs to get one more year. Whatever is going to be, he has no choice. The contract is made this way anyway. From London, and then after that. Do you know about the Southeastern Conference has hockey team? Are you talking about the SPHL? Great sitting in my bed right now. Coach from Montreal, how do you say each catch? The 63? I don't know. I feel like they misspelled his name. I think he's backwards. I prefer to call him a Jack Catch. Jack Catch. E-Catch. XG Catch. I don't know, I'll be honest with you. I need to follow up about that one. But the number 63. That's a funny one. I see his name earlier, and you make me file. In a top right ladder, you have to put on that with a stay-at-home defenseman. Christian go after big part issue of that Magui album. Le Mario went back in the house. After a disaster game last week, Le Mario, your Buffalo Bill come back. They should never lose against the Pittsburgh Steelers last week. They dominate that game at the first half, and then they lose that game. I hope they wait for Norlander to go Laval. No, his contract is completely go straight at home for London for the next year. Simoneau, est-il prêt à jouer avec un grand club, coach? Est-il prêt? No, not at all, Régent. Simoneau, he had 3 years before at least can become a Montreal Canadiens if he make it. That's 4 years right now in my book. It's not that they did not improve defensively up front. Why not? He will, because he was not a regular top player. So there, they put him at some level. And now he will work on that side. And now he's going to be a top 4 at that team for upcoming season. So it's more TOI, everything like that. he will have more time. So every year, it's like Romanov have a difficult time this year on the defensive side. It was terrible, Romanov, the last 20 games in NHL. That's the reason he did not play during the playoff. You have no clue what's going on around him. Mistake 101 in hockey during the last 15, 20 games. But it's a learning. It's a process to learning about that one over there. I believe Norlander is going to be better hockey player at Romanov in the 8 years. Norlander is going to be a better hockey player to Romanov. Bon, bien, bonne question. Puis, question, Coach. Quiz time. Yes, we're going there. We don't have, yes, we're going there. Don't worry about that. It's a question. Nicholas, for a bait American for Norlander that make sure they get used to smaller ring for the full game and put where the close to compete, etc. Nicholas, yes. The only thing that I think Nicholas bring, and I would bring to you guys, the hockey at the SHL is better at the American Hockey League. So that would be one thing, advantage for him to be over there. So I apologize, I didn't mention this. So the quality hockey player over there is better. So that's what happened. Do some hockey, college hockey. Joseph, thank you, Nikki. That's so. NHL award for the most difficult name. Differently about that one over there, Adam. But I'm going to get it. Don't worry. If I have to call Pierre Hood, I will call Pierre Hood. Coach Frenchy Quiz, yes, coming. But the monkey, Greg McGee, 60G in the name. Here we go. Because everybody asking for that. I have to do it. Sorry about this. Oh yeah! Frenchy Quiz number 1 on the YouTube channel. Who is going to get the bells tonight? Who is going to step up and to make a hard time to enter tap? Are you going to do this? Tonight, it's about the San Jose Sharks. The San Jose Sharks. So go on your Google, open up for San Jose Sharks, go find the answer. I think the hardest name is going to be the new kid for the Richard kids for the New Jersey Devils, Shamali Dulin or something like that. I don't remember still that name over there. By the way, talking about Russian kids, did you see the kids from Columbus? Already 4 goals and 3 games. Shurakov or Shuranov. Oh my God, I don't forget his name also. So anyway, guys, it's quiz. Let's don't be on the quiz right now. And I'm going to bring back with all those names a little bit later. First question of the night. And the Sharks franchise, which team they have the most W against? So which team they have the most success? Is it Arizona, Anaheim, Winnipeg, Vancouver, Los Angeles? Here we go. Tonight we have not many people, so hopefully you guys, you can pick it up. Yes, sir, Pierre-Yves. Reggie said E. Justin Dubé said B. Enotap said E. Christian Final said A. Adam said E. Michael Robinson said E. Ronnie Odette said E. Dan Ashram said C. Balamonkey said E. Aklada said E. Pierre-Yves said aucune idée. Prends une lettre. Michael Rosenblatt said E. Balamonkey, my finger slipped me to said D. Ah, la question, c'est contre quelle équipe, Pierre, que les San Jose Sharks ils ont plus de succès, ils ont gagné de plus de fois les parties? C'est-tu contre les Arizona depuis qu'ils sont dans la Ligue nationale? C'est-tu contre Anaheim, Winnipeg, Vancouver ou Los Angeles? C'est contre qui ont plus de succès depuis qu'ils jouent dans la Ligue nationale? All right, Butter Monkey. They should not, Butter Monkey. It will open up. Pierre-Yves, dis-moi une lettre, s'il vous plaît. Mulligan, ready to rock and roll. Pierre-Yves, dis-nous une lettre. All right. Stephen member, we did not hear his letter anyway. The answer to that one. No, Ackler said B. Pierre-Yves said C. Okay, got it. Atlanta, you did a big mistake. The answer was E. Los Angeles, 88W. So, in our top, Réjean, Adam, Michael Robinstein, Ronnie Odette, Bottom Monkey. Now, Atlanta, you're out. Michael Rosenblatt, and we give you a point at Pierre-Yves Dubreuil, because c'est la première fois que tu participes. Puis les participants qui commencent la première fois, ils ont un point gratis. Donc, tu as un point, mon homme. Question number 2. Sorry about that. We're getting there. Don't worry, guys. We're getting there. Enjoy the night. And the Sharks franchise, what is the most W in one season? So, dans la San Jose Sharks, which season they have the most win in one season? It says 57W, 48W, 53W, 56W, 46W. Here we go. Donc, Pierre, ils ont gagné. C'est quoi leur meilleure saison gagnant avec le plus de wins? Donc, c'est-tu le chiffre 57? Oui, sûr, mon Régent. Pas de problème, mon Yves. Si tu ne comprends pas la question, laisse-moi le savoir. Joseph, c'est B. Enotab, c'est D. Michael Rosenblatt, c'est C. Adam Burger, c'est D. Parfait, mon Pierre. Pierre, c'est C. Justin, c'est C. Ronnie Odette, c'est D. Régent, c'est C. Michael Robinson, c'est C. Justin, t'ai-tu manqué la première question? Je me souviens pas, tu as dit une réponse, Justin. Justin, I'm not sure it's your first question, if you give us an answer. Zenith said E. Welcome back, Zenith. We talk about Kayla about 9:20. I apologize, Zenith. Christian said A. When I disappear, guys, because I have another computer, and the chat is different than what I have here. So sometimes I'm shifting left and right. Anybody else? Atlanta E. Make a mistake here. No problem. All right, the answer of this guy is C, 53. So Michael Robinstein got it. Reggie got it. I need to take a note. Justin Dubé score. Bottom Monkey score. Régent 2-2. And that's it. I don't see anybody else have another C. I'm right? Oh, Pierre-Yves score again. Pierre-Yves. So who take the lead? Régent, Michael Robinstein, and Bottom Monkey, Michael Rosenblatt, and Pierre-Yves Dubreuil take the lead at 2. Congratulations. Question number 3. Don't forget, we have 5 questions. Yes, you can, Atlanta. And the Oilers history, but I apologize, is Sharks history. All right? I missed this one. Which goaltender has the best goal against average with a minimum of 100 games? So he played a minimum of 100 games, but which goaltender have the most goal against average in the history of the Sharks? Nabokov, Niemi, Toscala, Martin Jones, and Mike Vernon. Antti Nieminen, Vesa Toscali, and Nabokov. I'm not remember his first name, but I apologize for that one over there. Dan Asham said A. Justin Zubi said A. Enotap said C. Thank you. Yeah, non, it's not Edmonton, Pierre-Yves. J'ai fait une erreur. C'est les Sharks. C'est tout pour les San Jose Sharks. Puis ils ont joué toutes 100 games. On veut savoir la meilleure moyenne de gardien de but contre. Reggie, A. Michael Rosenblatt, c'est C. Zenit Gaming, c'est E. Reggie, c'est A. Bottom Monkey, c'est C. Pierre-Yves, c'est E. Adam, c'est C. Michael Robinstein and Ronnie, c'est C. One more time. Pierre-Yves said B. Atlanta Weather said C. Joseph said A. All right, the answer to this question, guys, is C. Vesa Toscala, 2.35 and 115 game. Who score? Enotap is at 2. Regent is still at 2. We have Adam at 3. Am I right, Adam? Or Michael Robinstein? Michael Robinstein at 3. I apologize for that one over there. Adam is at 2. There you go. See, Coach, he's tried to get all the notes perfectly. Ronnie Odette come at 2. Bottom Monkey is at 3. Akela Weather score 1. Michael Rosenblatt. I tried to see Rosie at 3. Pierre-Yves maintenant est à 2. Justin Dubé reste à 1. Adam Berger is at 2. Here we go. Coach try the best he can. Question number 4. And I apologize, I did not change the name there. Because I took all the Oilers question yesterday. I changed a couple, but I did not say. Again, this is for the... Coach was tired today. And the Sharks, San Jose Sharks. Which player has the most minute a penalty in one season? Is it Lane Gates, Jeff Odgers, Andrei Nazarov, Brian Marshman, the dad of Mason Marshman. Doug Smolek, who has the most minute penalty for the San Jose Sharks in one season. Good luck, everybody. Christian, c'est A. Dan, c'est B. No problem. Pierre-Yves, c'est D. Michael Robinson, c'est D. Justin, c'est D. I mean to say go, Mashman, a Panther legend. Ronnie said D. Enotap said B. Michael Rosenblatt said B. Adam Berger said C. Banamonkey said B. Joseph said E. Régent, we miss Régent. Atlanta said B. Régent Langlois. Régent. Reggie, where are you, Reggie? One more time for Reggie. Adam, what you said, Adam? Adam says C. Régent. Régent 1. Reggie says C. Thank you so much. For the third time, back to back, Frenchy win again. One question. Which letter you did not select? A. Lake Gas. Gas, whatever you call it. 326-minute penalty, 1991, 1992. Everybody have no point.
Oh, really? Come on! What's the matter with you?
Christian said A. Christian said A. Pierre-Yves. Technically, you said A, but you did not go with. So, Christian, you're absolutely right. I give you 2 point, Christian. After 4, Aerotap is 2. Régent at 2. Michael Robinson at 3. Ronnie Odette at 2. Banamonkey at 3. Atlanta Weather at 1. Michael Rosenblatt at 3. Pierre-Yves Dubreuil at 2. Justin Dubé at 1. Adam at 2. And then Christian is at 2. All right. One more to go. Who is going to win? Can Enotap make it fun tonight? Of course. In the Sharks franchise. Which player has the most short-ended goal in the franchise? Is it Logan Couture, Patrick Marleau, Owen Nolan, Jeff Friesen, and Brent Brent Burns. Who has the most goal and short-ended? En désavantage numérique, mon Pierre. Christian said B. You change the letters, buddy. Adam Hashem says C. Adam Berger said D. Jeff Friesen. Aklander said B. Michael Rosenblatt said B. Enotap said B. Butter Monkey said B. Pierre-Yves said B. Michael Robinson said B. Justin said B. Ronnie said B. All right, Michael. Good night, buddy. He's tired. Jeez, you can wait 1 minute. Reggie said B. Michael, you love. Michael, wait. You have only 40 seconds, buddy. Don't give up. All right, this is a good one. Dan Hashem said C. All right. I need to verify because I think you guys you still again. You don't believe it, but the answer, guy, is nobody got it until one. C. Owen Nolan, guy, 13 shot and goal. The only one have got that answer, guy, is it's Dan Asham score. But that gave tonight a winner, Michael Rosenblatt, Bud the Monkey, and Michael Robinstein. And Enotap, are you at 3 or at 2? Enotap, you have to tell me the 3. I have 2, but I think you have 3, Enotap. I think I did not give the point after that. Michael Robinstein, get out for that walk. Your dog is waiting for you. But Michael Robinstein stepped up tonight. Congratulations to Michael Robinstein. Michael Robinstein went tonight with Bud the Monkey, Michael Rosenblatt. And I believe Enotap have 3. Bud the Monkey, good night, buddy. Enotap has 2. I'm at 1. So Enotap, no, this is bigger, is better. Because now Michael Robinstein just beat Enotap tonight. We know Roger Delaney is not here because he's watching football. But Christian, no problem, buddy. Have a good night. Actually, the night coach go to walk my dog. Also, everybody have a great night, Michael Robinstein. Thank you to be a part of the show. Everybody else leaving for good night. Thanks to join and stay until we get this. The Frenchy Quiz keep the people late at the end of the night. Yes, Danny, 1. Regent have 2. Pierre-Yves have 2 tonight. And Aklander have 1. Ronnie Odette have 2. Congratulations, Michael. It was great to talk about a little bit more about the San Jose Sharks. I'll be honest with you. Don't forget, I'll give you the premiere of this one tomorrow. Do I have this? Mr. Mats Naslund, flashback Montreal Canadiens, you can see the picture of his career of Mats Naslund. So you're going to see this. Tomorrow, stay around. You're going to hear about Mats Naslund. Yeah, Michael Robinson may be part of the final again in our tap. I think right now we're going to have Butter Monkey, Michael Rosenblatt, and in our tap plus Michael Robinson, and the contest are the best winner of the four. And we should have a special guest, Sly Abs, to join us at the end of the day. So I thought a Sunday night, usually we bring people here. So I don't know, people are tired of the Hockey Nation Live show, but we have not many people at 10:30. Here we go, mon régent. Bonne nuit, mon homme. 2 bonnes réponses ce soir. Félicitations, mon homme. Essayons de se parler cette semaine, régent. C'est pas de problème. Dis-moi, là, on pourrait peut-être y parler une fois cette semaine quand tu as une chance, là. Le matin de bonne heure. Great fast skater, Mats Naslund, yes. You're absolutely right, Dan. Hopefully, guys, you enjoy my my show tonight about the no job time for development. Perfect, Reggie. I was just trying to give you another perspective of what I believe on that part of it. Pas de problème, mon homme, Régent. Just give you another perspective of what I believe Montreal should do. Of course, you know, tomorrow night we're going to be live at 4 o'clock p.m. Eastern Time. We're going to cover the game between the Ottawa and them. No. Christian. All the goal on shootout, the stat does not count. Only on overtime, Christian. How important is it for the prospect to win the exhibition game? Not important, Johnny. What they're looking for, honestly, Johnny, is to get them to show the highlights to become better, right? So that the potentially to scale, they show like year number 1 to year number 2, year number 3. You're welcome, Christian. Great hands to Matt Naslund. You have a great vision too. I think, like, you know, like Cooley, example, Caden would look for what he was last year compared this year, right? And then you can compare, like, you know, like Harvey Pinard, if you know that. They want to show what they are, what they can do. Of course, scoring during the time is great. But at the end of the day, it's really, really important. No, it's about their development, about where are they right now. I tried to get you more information what's going on around the NHL. What other ad prospect are you watching? Christian, a lot of prospect there are not there. Have a good night, Justin. Not a problem. Are you teaching hockey just in the morning? They add a New Jersey at them, yeah. Absolutely about that, Johnny. They do this all the time. Yes, Danny was a great hockey player. Stefan said C. Christian have a lot of prospects are now there, like Doc, Farrell, Tosenko, Aris. all the players they are on the prospect with NCAA are not there at the camp. They have also some players on the overseas are not there for the camp. No, I play goalie for the pickup hockey. Oh, you play hockey. I'm sorry, Justin. I enjoy your game, not a problem, buddy. We appreciate your support. Thanks again, buddy. Hopefully see you tomorrow night. Going to talk about the game tomorrow night. Absolutely right, Johnny, about that. It's good to see Tarasenko. At that moment, yes, I still see what he's going to do at the first 20 game. Can you trade him? Possible. But I think that as a coach, you prefer to have Vladimir Tarasenko on the ice. Wear your jersey. You know what I mean? You have still potential to score a lot of goals. Not a problem, Justin. We are really pleasure to having you aboard. We did pretty good. 32 likes tonight. That's pretty good. If you follow a little bit Columbus Blue Jacket, guys, I would not be surprised if Chenakov, and that was the name of China. It's the name I need to remember. Chenakov and Cole Sillinger guy have an amazing, great tournament with the Columbus Blue Jacket. If I was them, I maybe not dress them. I would just bring him to the camp. I really believe one of the two, maybe two of them, and one of them can make the team for the upcoming season. Get some sleep tonight, Coach. I'm in shape tonight. Last night was tired. I don't know if I'm sure you guys, you realize that. But tonight, I'm fired up. I'm really prepared for the week. What's the plan this week for the show? Honestly, Christian, tomorrow night we're going to talk about the game, about what happening, preview game, Monday, Tuesday. Then the camp start this week. So it's going to be all about the training camp, everything like that, overall. Around the league also, everything like that. So this week is really the beginning of the season. And then I'm going to diving in October where it's all about, going to start talking about the fantasy hockey this week. We're going to talk about my prediction on different things. A great show this weekend, upcoming weekend. So I can see we're going to be live for 7 days, for weeks now. Johnny, that's a great question. Honestly, it could be Laval. To be honest with you, but I'm not sure if the Habs guy is there with them. But everything is video now, so they will definitely, after review the video, send to the players, make some comments, and they talk a lot. They have a meeting. Pre-meeting, all the comments, everything like that. Sure, Johnny. I really think you're going to look at all the class of that division. Vegas need a absender. I'm not sure if Leonard can. Definitely, that's the biggest question about Vegas. You nail it, tap. Islanders, I think they are step up more. People favorize a lot Colorado. I believe they have a great team for sure. You're absolutely right, tap. I don't think so, Adam. I think a lot of stuff like that get out proportion. All right. The reason we said that, Adam, because they have Joe Sakic around. Joe Sakic sit with Nathan, explain to him, talk to him, and do not what are people thinking sometimes. It's not what you have to go inside between the wall, and you're going to see a McKinnon right there at the beginning of the year. I think Sakic need to get some depth in this team. The defense is excellent. The goaltender is great. The first two line pretty good, but I think they would need a little bit more help on the bottom six. I don't know. I don't want to mention any name right now, but I think that would be Joe Sakic location, what he should do. How strong is the university team they will play in Game 3? How strong is the university team that they play in Game 3? I'm not sure, Johnny, your question. I apologize. So if the captain of the team is injured out of the game, does he still give his input to the team, give advice, show up for the game, or is out of the commission until he comes out? How does that work, Christian? Well, if he is out for an injury for the game, I'm sure he's not around, right? So it's not, but if he's the injury of some players get missing couple of games, return that he's still around, he would be sit with, he would be in the locker room, talk to the kid, to the players, he would give his input, and he would become like a cheerleader, return that. You can see John Tavares last season, he was in the suite upstairs talking with the rest of the players. He turned out when he make some press conference was talking for the way he talked with the players. He turned that. So that's what the best way I can describe to you that if the players the captain still around, he does not lose his duty, what he need to do, he'll be there for the players for sure, for the team. Yes, Joseph, about brother. Yes, Jeremy today. Oh, he's back tonight. Mr. Back is back directly from Russia. On the Weber situation, Christian is now. It's a player stay home. The player is out for the year. Of course, he's not going to be around. Of course, he's not going to, to be a part of all the duty around on the daily way. Now you're going to have all other players will step up as with the A. You're going to play that role over there. So Weber, unfortunately, he will communicate with front players. He will text him, he will take care about, but to be a part of the team, locker room, every time that, now Weber will be a sit in Kelowna and watching hockey from British Columbia many, many times during the year. Can he fly back a couple of times, follow something? You know what I mean? Yes, but honestly, he will not be involved with that part. How strong overall is the ad prospect pool compared to other teams? I can give you exactly the number. I think they are number 9 in the 2021 Johnny. Montreal Canadiens right now for the prospect 2021. This was dead make and September 4th. All right, they are number 12. So I just give you an idea. Number 1 is Buffalo. Number 2 is Carolina. Number 3 is Ottawa. New York Rangers number 4. Los Angeles Kings 5. Devils 6. Canucks 7. Avalanche 8. Red Wings 9. Anaheim Ducks 10. Dallas Star 11, Montreal Canadiens 12, Blue Jacket 13, Arizona 14, and Minnesota 15. So that's give you the first 15. This is made by the Atlantic website, where I'm a member over there. I'm getting all the information in from that about that one over there. How big on an impact does that have on a team when the captain is at home. It's, you know what I mean? The point behind that question is like you lose any players, someone will step up over. All right, now they know Weber is out. Not one, but two or three will step up to be a leader inside the locker room, talking to players, make some different things and everything like that. So of course you make Weber because he's always been a great leader around and the calm and what he bring on the ice, everything like that. But that's a part of the job. That's part of the hockey team, everything like that. So without Weber, it's like always like anything else. You move on to the next thing, and that's what some like a Gallagher will step more inside the locker room. You have maybe Jeff Petrie, Carey Price will have a little bit more vocal for the upcoming season because Weber is not there. So it's going to be more like a trio or a quadruor for people who will take that kind of responsibilities for as a captain of the team right now at that moment without Weber around. That prospect third exhibition game is again a team for University player. Yes, Johnny. So the Montreal Canadiens guy does not play a showcase like Dallas, Toronto, or Detroit, or so they only play 2 games against Ottawa, and then they will play a third game against the University. McKinnon is going through the growing pain to eventually become a champion as an Israel AR team. Don't know they will get there, but very strong. Yeah, I agree with you and Ottawa about that one there. It's you know what I mean. We can understand his frustration, but at the end of the day, I think to be surround himself with like that guy like Eiserman and Tampa and Sakic, they've been there, they know what he takes. I think that helped, and that will, sit with Nathan, have that kind of conversation, private. That's why for me it's not major problem. I'll be honest with you, Adam. I know you love your Vegas. I think they have more problem inside the locker room without Fleury and Ryan Reeves over there. Because they are two big play role inside the locker room over there. By the way, back, what are you doing, buddy? Are you ready for your upcoming season? Top 6 forward. I think for me, Mazak is really one could make it. Sean Farrell is a little bit too early to talk like this about him. I'm not sure they have a top 1, but I think a Norlander, a goalie, and a Jordan Harris can become a top 2 or a defenseman 2 and 3. As a defenseman, put like more like the top 3. Top 1, I don't see it. The exception, like Makar or something like that. Eric Carlson, blah, blah, blah. But I think the 3 name, Harris, goalie, Norlander, I don't say all 3 make it, right? But the potential to become one of the top 3, yes. Forward, Mazak, Farrell. I think Doc is going to be more like a top 9, all right, a bottom 6. Pinard, Harvey, bottom 6. All the rest like that. A prospect guy, you have to remember, nobody talk about them, but we have Caulfield. We have Suzuki. They are still on the prospect. Everything under 23 years old, it's considered as a prospect. We have Romanov, now he's 23. Have a good night, Adam, buddy. Have a great week. Anytime you're welcome. Keep up with your great works with your student over there. What is a good idea to bring Bob Gainey to talk to the teams on the playoff? Can you see Bergeron doing this again anytime in the future? If they need it in the playoff, they will. Bob Gainey talk. They have other players been in the locker room around, everything like that. But Bob Gainey was really invited by Marc Bergevin to go inside the locker room and talking about what he takes and everything like that. And it's the tradition, right? It's the culture. It's what happening. They know when you see all the picture, but here's someone like him been in the associated with hockey for over 35 years, and as a player, as a manager, as a coach, I think it was great to see him, to hear another voice out of the staff or the people they see every single day. But I don't see this will be like every game or every time. What you can do, if I was a member of a staff, I would bring two people at the beginning of the year. One about a mindset, how you can build a team together, right? A coach, a mentor, where he talk about the pussy to be all inside together, right? Could be a subject about create your edge or whatever it is. Then I would bring a veteran players, been in Montreal Canadiens for a year, Ivan Cournoyer or Bob Gainey, at the beginning of the year, talking about the culture, talking what Montreal represent. This would be good. I think at the rookie camp, bring a guy like this, that would be awesome. Then during the year, you don't go there. Then after the end of the year, like they did at the playoff, where they at the Stanley Cup, something like that, that was great. But not other way. A Shara 1 year contract with the New York Yankees is going to be help them make it to the final this year. You know, I think Shara bring not the only off the on ice, he bring the off ice. I think you have still, talking about Shara, by the way, Yager scored 2 goals today and over there and overseas. But Shara bring more on the leadership and the respect and what it takes to be together. It's a lot of things sometimes you need inside the team. It's another big voice inside the locker room that will helping maybe Barzal, the Dobson, rookie beside them, the Pelech, the Pulak, those 25, 26 years old. They grow watching Shara. That's crazy, but that's the real thing. I'm not sure Thompson was born when Shara he was playing in NHL. So that's that kind of maturity and become a professional. That's what the quality of Shara, I think. Helping the Islanders to win the Stanley Cup. I don't say, oh, yes, but he could or he could not. I don't see this an impact like to win the Stanley Cup. It's just a plus inside the team. They bring other elements what they don't have. Now they have a veteran like Shara can talk, can bring, and I think that we're helping them to get a little bit more close to the Stanley Cup. Mr. Randy in the house. Yes, and on top, Bob Gainey was 2002, believe, 2010, something like that. Had said in our top, Randy and yes, and don't forget to click on the likes. Thank you for joining us. I don't know anything about him, but he's pretty big news apparently. Yes, Christian, he's a veteran in NHL. Played for many years, was drafted by the New York Canadiens, got traded to the Ottawa Senator, a big mega trade. Then after that, he got go to Boston Bruins for many years, played last season with the Washington Capitals for 1 year. Now he's back where he was drafted by the New York Islanders, so it's a comeback to the clock, right? And but talk about an amazing, great defenseman, 6'6", everything big, 240, 250, great defenseman in NHL. To the NHL teams, say I have teams got absolutely top. Is it everybody? Not sure, but honestly, they have. That's Johnny Golden. Have a good night, coach. Talk to you tomorrow. Merci. Pas de problème, Johnny. Look for see you at the 4 o'clock tomorrow at the live stream. Showers still have gas in the tank. He bring leadership skill to the team. He fit well with the New York and play. Type, you nail it. Absolutely right about that. Type. Of course. You're absolutely right, Christian. But another story, Christian, is like the New York Islanders fans are blue collar, are really blue collar. They are like blue collar. And that was the end of the ring, the arena last season. So all the memories they got with the 1980s with Michael Bussey, Brian Trottier, Billy Smith, Denis Potvin, and that Clark Gillies, Butch Goring, and Nick Strom, Sutter, and those kind of team, right? It was the end last season. So that's what they are. And they are good fans. And, that remind me a little bit of Seattle Seahawks football. The New York Islanders are blue collar, and they love it, and they have a great time. There'll be a new ring for upcoming season. By the way, guys, the New York Islanders are on the road for what? The first 12 games? 13 games, maybe, if I believe. Absolutely right in our time about that. Yeah, I agree. I think the additional Shara, guys, is if he's going to be at the right chair. And sometimes you talk about chemistry. The language of Barry Trotz is what kind of Shara can do. Same language, same chemistry. So I think Shara fit very well in the New York Islanders. And they have a good team also. That's why Shara went there too. It'll be interesting what he's going to do for. They don't miss a lot of pieces in the puzzle, to be honest with you. Well, the problem, Christian, is like not a problem, but it's sad because for 2 years back to back now, they lose the final conference against the Tampa Bay. The Tampa Bay eliminate them before they win the Stanley Cup. So it's sad for them to see them that way, right? Losing that way. And you lose a big game 1-0, on the short and third. If I remember, I think it was a goal and a PK, 1-0. I think, is it Yannick Gord? No. Who scored a goal? On PK. The final piece on you're going to be Tavares back in the league would be smart to trade him. But the New York Islanders are smarter and not that. They won't get him. They don't have money to get him in our tap. Barzal is what 1 year before he renegotiate and he become a UFA. It's going to be at $10 million with Barzal. Their money is tied up over there. So I don't think so they will get for Tavares. Unfortunately. The problem with that part, like also, you cannot carry on a second center at $9-10 million like Toronto. You cannot. That's good, right? If you remember that goal, guys, the puck was on the board and he jumping over and he bring the middle of the ice. And it was Kyle Palmieri make a mistake on that goal. God, coach, he still got it. Yes, I know, tap. Joseph, have a great night, buddy. Thanks to join us again. You're a new subscriber, by the way. Just kidding, buddy. I don't know. Thanks, Joseph. Look forward to see you during the week. Have an amazing, great weeks, by the way. Hopefully your girlfriend's doing well. Bye. And you're going to have a continent tomorrow, not tonight. So what does Toronto do to break through the first round this year? This is a mindset, Christian, right? And the chance to make it, it's not easy. You're welcome, Joseph. Yeah, leave that division in Ottawa would be easy, right, to do that. But I give you 5 teams, guys, where I think they could fall apart. Boston, Toronto, Montreal. All 3 are an Atlantic division. Pittsburgh, Washington on the Metropolitan. Dallas, Nashville on the Central. Calgary, and I will tell you right away again, another team, Vancouver. 2 other teams there. Or I can add also Minnesota at some point. Those men, all the team I just mentioned to you guys, all the team will be catastrophic. You can go down right rapidly for the upcoming season. Tap, yeah, you're absolutely right. If you think about Tap, right, it's not, we don't talk about the first round right now. Your comments right now, Tap is talking about a team can win the Stanley Cup or can go all the way in. Toronto cannot do it right now, what they have. Yes, Christian. Again, they have a good team. But sometimes some teams are built for the season. Sometimes some teams are built for the playoff. That's a good one. That's a funny one, but it's a good one. In Toronto. No, the only thing I would say Tap because Montreal is because they reached the Stanley Cup, right? So the expectation will be higher. And because the division Atlantic is strong Tap, Montreal could have a problem at some point. But the 3 teams I mentioned, Toronto, Montreal, and Boston, I just talk about not all of them. It's just like mention those, like earlier you said, who's on 2 of the each division. Just mention the team could go to another way where, they played well last season and now they go down. I think because, like Toronto finished first last season, but he could be out. Yeah, you're not going to see Christian. What you going to happening this season, if they don't have a good year, they're going to fire at least the general manager. I'm not sure Key will be the piece of the puzzle to get fired. I think he will be safe. But I think Kyle Dubas will be out. Then after that, they will destroy the quadroir. So they will trade one of the 4 to open up $11 million. And I think there will be Tavares. They will try to get it out. And then the biggest problem they have after that is what would they do with Morgan Riley? That's the big thing about that. By the way, I didn't mention this earlier as the news, but Kaprizov contract right now is not going nowhere. Bill Guerin said today, we are going to move on right now with what we have, not with what we don't have. So that's not a good sign, to be honest with you. But Rosie and Boldy is doing very well in Minnesota. Chicago, Winnipeg. No, Christian, it was just a joke, Christian, about Tavares to go back over there. I really believe Chicago and Ottawa. Now, on each division, I will tell you this. Ottawa, New York Rangers, Chicago, Winnipeg, all right, and then do another one over there. It's I want to see what Los Angeles King, where are they with those players they have. Have a good night, Dan. No, it's good, Christian, because you're learning those kind of live stream. You can go and listening people, and the people interact like we do. That's why you can learn about things you never know, or the new people want to learn about hockey. I think a live stream like what we produce, I think is a great place to go. Some of the live stream they don't pay attention. Or they don't want whatever it is. But I think here is a great place to learn about that, Christian. $50 for sure. 60 would be awesome. So at 2030. Not a problem, Christian. You can talk anytime if you want to. People are nice here. You know what I mean? Like I said, I understand my role, but the people like InnoTap and other people are amazing here. You know, sometimes I said earlier, I can sleep and people answer each other. That's what makes us special. Make the Hockey Nation Live show special because, you know, we're not yet at the level of 85 people or 90 people. Like, you know, some people have that kind of people. It's hard to follow up. Absolutely, that. So that's what make the difference with everybody, and we'll see. All right, guys, not because I don't love you, but I think we try to keep this very lower at 11 o'clock. Not because of myself, but I try to keep a lot of work to do. I have to build the 32-team video again. And but again, I think I'll tell you, I really enjoyed tonight. Yesterday I was tired, but tonight I enjoyed because I think it's a great thing to set time for development. I think it's great to do that. I think that's a great way to do. Again, tomorrow afternoon, 4 o'clock p.m., Hockey National Show will be live. We're going to talk about the Montreal Canadiens, Ottawa. We'll be back tomorrow night, 9 o'clock Eastern Time for the Power Play show. Tomorrow morning, 11 o'clock, I'm not sure I'll be with Michael. I'm pretty sure Michael will be on tomorrow morning. If not, you can follow him and see what happened. You're welcome, InnoTap. I will email you in the next 15 minutes. InnoTap, then you can reach me, text me, whatever you want. Have a great night, Christian. Have a great night, everybody. But before we leave, we want to remind you one more thing. Curly, quiet tonight, Curly. You start the show. That's funny. This is a great... You guys, always something make me laughing. How can that be more happy to be here? It's so great. It's so fun. Curly, guys, said hi. It was the first one tonight at the show. And then here's the last one. Where have you been during the 2 hours? Just kidding, buddy. We love you. We love each one of you. Thank you again. And like we do every single time at the end of the show, we want to tell you one more thing.
You are awesome. You are amazing. You are the best. And remember, you have greatness inside of...
Thank you so much, everybody. I look forward to see you tomorrow. Have an amazing, great evening. Sweet dream. And remember, you have greatness inside of you.
And take a step out into the
Charlie,
unknown.
yes, you do.
Oh, oh, I know